thermometer here, it says plus 10 degrees, that is Celsius. I'm not sure that is 100% correct, as this one has been in the sun all morning and now the sun is just around the corner. But the weather is brilliant, so I thought I'd take you out and show you around my hometown, Västervik in Sweden. So our first stop here in Västervik, my hometown, is this great wall of graffiti, which is actually sanctioned by the town. So the owner of this building, this used to be the old climbing club where you do the rock climbing and stuff, and this is actually sanctioned by the owner of the house and the town. So every now and then graffiti artist comes here and redecorate. Some of it is better, some of it is not as good, obviously. Here on the other side is the old water tower, and some of you might recognize this from some pictures I've been taking here. You know what? This is going to be turned into apartments and flats, which is really cool. On this side over here is the old railway station, and actually the largest museum for square meters in Europe, which is the narrow track railway here from Västervik to Hultsfred, or wherever it is, yeah, Växjö maybe, yeah, that's cool. So this here is city center, and this is the square, one of the squares up here, another one up here, a little bit more out down here. Here's what used to be the fishing harbour, which now is used more for like a guest harbour and small boats coming in here. A little bit of a restaurant over there on the floating, and the old bathhouse, and the new construction. We're going to talk a little bit more about that later. And next we're going up there on the hill where you see the old lighthouse and the tower. So we're going to have a look there. This is a pretty little town, but even though now it's winter and it's just really boring. So yeah, we go up to see the hill with the tower. So we're now here up on the hill with the tower, and we're gonna have a little bit of a look around. Here is the museum which hosts the exhibition of two really interesting wrecks in Västervik. One is Mars, which was huge, one of the biggest events in naval history in Sweden, and the other one, my exhibition of the wreck Prosper, which is not as dramatic, but still maybe one of the best wreck exhibitions in the world, actually, excluding a few like, you know, Mary Rose and Vasa. Well, anyway, so this is the museum here. In the other end there is this Naturum, it's called. It's about the Baltic Sea, and loads of cool stuff with aquariums and shit like that. And now we're coming up here towards the tower. And you know, the April Fool's Day, the museum here, they put an article in the newspaper, local paper, that they were gonna rebuild the original purpose of this tower, which was a lavatory. So you would climb up there, hang over the railing of some sort, and then do your business to get rid of the excrements. People fell for it. Weird. This little picture frame here is made so you can take your pictures with a backdrop of Västervik and hashtag "That's why I love Västervik." Yeah, when I come up with a reason. Well, it's a nice town, it's really a pretty little town, but it's so cold in the winter. It's, yeah, that's the main thing, isn't it? Anyway, this is cool. So I promised you that I would talk a little bit more about this building, the square one to the left of the church tower. This is a bit a controversy at the moment, to say the least. A little bit of how it came to be and all these things. It's actually, if any one of you remember the old pop band ABBA, there is one called Björn Ulvaeus, and he owns this plot and he built on it. And how it went with the licenses and everything like this, and the money going here and there, it's a little bit at the moment investigated by Swedish TV. Yeah, it's a bit, right now it's a little bit controversial, but you know, I can't really say what's been happening, but it's a bit weird. Okay, we are now at Gränsö slot, and this is the Gränsö castle. It's where they used to have the Hojrock, which is the yearly motorcycle event here in Västervik. So they will have all these tents and exhibitions and a lot of live music, rock and roll music obviously, and all these fields up here and everywhere. It was just packed, jammed with tents and motorcycles, and really cool. So they used to have it here for, I don't know, 15 years or something like this, but now they moved the event to a place called Lysingsbadet, which is a camping, and that's where we're going next. Our next stop is this old castle ruin, and this is a little bit interesting because this is the place where they have every year they have a music festival, and it's packed. It doesn't look big when you get in here, it doesn't look that big, but you see, so they have a stage here, and they build like on top of here, they build for people to sit all the way around, and it's like roofed over, and it's really cool, and it's a big event. It's been going on for many years and quite popular both amongst musicians and audience. What is this? Someone, it's like a rucksack that could be stolen. Let's have a look. Yeah, someone has gone through it, obviously. I don't know. Let's go and leave it with the police, yeah? Hej, jag ska bara lämna den här, hitta den. Det låg, alltså slottsruinen. Jag var in där och bara gick runt lite, den låg där inne. Det är någon som har snott den och slängt in, jag vet inte. Jag behöver den inte, så jag tänkte jag kör förbi med den. Hej då. So this is Lysingsbadet or Västerviks Resort, which is where the motorcycle event of the year, Hoyrock, is held every year here down here now, and they have tents and they have like a big stage with rock and roll music, and they have stands and they have camping, and you can rent a little chalet over here as well. So I'm gonna take you inside now on the bike and have a look around the area, and this is right on the Baltic Sea and it's really pretty. So that concludes this episode of Around on a Bike, and I hope you enjoyed having a look around my hometown Västervik in Sweden. Big shout out to all my sponsors and my followers and all my patrons on the Patreon website. Have a look at Patreon website and see if you want to join the community around on a bike and get some extra treats. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and see if my dog needs to go out. Bye for now.